What? Oh, you wondering how I got this? Allow me to explain. Explain? No one asked. So yeah, I did a 5k obstacle course run. Oh really, Pax? You never mentioned it before. Shut up. I uploaded a video yesterday at the time of recording this one, where I literally showed you me doing the course. And I thought, what if I actually explained to you, look, what actually was going through my head at the time? In case, you were doing a bit of research and you wanted to find out, what it was like and how other people felt doing it and stuff. In case you want to do it in the near future, in which I must say, please do. Like, genuinely, it's one of the most fun things I've ever done. Definitely do it again if I had the opportunity to. So yeah, I hope that helps. Yeah, I'll just explain, like, what I was doing throughout the build-up to the run and the night before and stuff. Fucking squirrel jumped out of nowhere. I shot myself then. So here's how my journey went. So around early to mid-July, I was walking home from the barber's, and I see a few posters on my way home. Not too far from where I live, there's a little lamppost with a poster, like plugging this inflatable obstacle course run. And I looked at it, and it caught my attention. So I had a look at it, and I literally just went, you know what? I've never done this sort of thing before. I've never gone on long runs before. It's been a long time since I went on a bouncy castle, so fuck it, I'm in. So yeah, I got tried to get that weekend booked off, and the second I found it got approved, I immediately signed up. 30 quid joining fee, robbing bastards. But fuck it, I was there for a good time, so I'm happy either way. So yeah, workout and exercise and diet wise, I didn't take it much seriously, or I didn't take it as seriously as I probably should have done, in the sense of I was like working out more than normal, but it was more of like the eating habits I had at the time, and it was just you crave when you exercise, and when you get to a point where you're exercising well and you're eating well, and then like do that for a few days, and then suddenly you're craving chocolate or you're craving unhealthy food and you're craving junk, all that stuff. And it's like, it was annoying, but I mean, I was allowed to treat myself every now and then, wasn't that? I mean, my weight didn't like fluctuate drastically, or not that much at all, really. But I figure if I got my eating habits and my eating priorities right, and then I probably would have lost a bit of weight. But no matter, losing weight is not all, losing weight is not what it's all about, really. I mainly wanted to get muscle in, just so like, because it's a run. There's obstacle courses, so you're gonna have to like jump and, but there's one point in the obstacle course where there's a swing. Spoiler alert. It's not even a big swing, to be fair, but you need that strength to like hold on, that sort of shit. I mean, unless you're not a fanny like I am, but take that as you wish. Anyway, so I was working out and eating it for like 3 months, and then when it was the last week, before the run, that's when I started to proper try and work as hard as I could. Things with me though, the reason why it took me so long to like clock that I'm actually doing this event is because when I'm planning on doing this sort of event and got like weeks and maybe even months to prepare for it, I don't take it seriously because I don't know, I just feel like when I train as hard as I can and the event's not for like another 3 months, it's like, why do I need to try so hard so soon, It was actually like the Sunday before, Monday before the Saturday. That's when I was like, okay, for the rest of the week, I'm going to work hard as I can. I'm going to train as well as I can. And if I can, maybe even eat as less as I can. Not like starve myself, but just don't overeat or don't eat as much as you used to do. So, I got my rowing machine out for the first time. I did stair runs for like the first time during this 3 months of hell. Guess you can call it that. And yeah, I was, felt good. That's the main thing. And I'm in a Just Giving page because I was raising money for St. Leonard's Hospice, which is a great place, great cause, and it's local, so why not? On that Just Giving page, I was doing like updates like every month or every few weeks of what I was doing, in case it was something new that I was doing. Like when I said doing the rowing machine, I'll take a picture of me rowing for a bit, or take a screenshot of a video I made. put it on that page, and then I follow it up with the date I was doing it, um, followed by the amount of days remaining until the run, and just did like a little brief description on what I was doing and how I was feeling. So the Friday comes, Friday the 20th. So the night before the run, I went out because my mum told me on the way home from work that they were beginning to set up the inflatables and the course for the run. And after she informed me, I went out, contacted Maya, had a look, recorded my reactions just in case I overreacted in any way so I can get views. I didn't, but who knows? Going through my thought process there, I was looking forward to it more than I was nervous. I was only nervous because it was something I'd never done before, but I was really excited for it because it's a long run, but you got these big off fuck off bouncy castles in the way. And what's more fun than the bouncy castle, eh? I think the bouncy castle bit eased the tension, like eased the pressure and the nervousness that I had. That is definitely not a word. So yeah, I was out there for about 10-15 minutes just having a look around, see what was up. I wanted to make sure I knew where to register and where to clock in, if you know what I mean, because after you sign up, you get an email with a QR code on it. It's like when you're signing in, get them to scan this QR code and then you're in. I was wanted to make sure I knew where that was. Even though it's not really like a massive course, I still wanted to know. I wanted to prepare myself in that way. See, after I found out, what was what, where the start was, where the finish was, where you sign up at, all that stuff, I was sorted. I was ready for it. My mum comes in from work and just gave me this. Very a lot of passion went into this card. The other side just saying some like things like what a challenge you've got ahead of you and you'll smash it, raw behind you. Such a thoughtful person doing it for charity. Her words, not mine. Yeah, just to give me a bit of encouragement. So yeah, that was the night before. I was scheduled to start running at 11 a.m. So I got up at 9 a.m., had a banana, had a smoothie, one of them like really small ones. Got my gear. I had my Adidas, exercise shirt. I got shorts. I was trying to wear like the tracky bottoms that went with the shirt, but I mean, it wasn't uncomfy. Well, it was comfy, but it wasn't comfy enough that if I'm doing obstacles and I'm going to be like going all over the place and stuff, it wasn't really comfortable for that sort of thing. So I thought, there's some shorts I know that I have that have zips in to keep my phone in. I'll just wear them. Fuck it. So yeah, apparently to hand your bag in or for people to look after your bag, it's £3. Why are you charging us? Who else will? I don't know why you bother bringing one, really. Parking was a £5. I guess I can understand the parking bit, but you're parking on grass. You can literally park on the road next to the actual event for free. Robbing bastards. But yeah, you'll get all those details on your ticket or the email they sent you when you sign up to it. So don't worry too much about that. So yeah, I literally just went phone in one pocket, nothing in the other, as if I was going to name something else to put in my pockets. I literally just had my phone in my pocket and me Apple Watch, well, cheap watch. Mainly just to time myself on how long it would take me to do one lap, because I knew there was two before I started the race. Also, I discovered as well that it's 2 laps, not one. Don't think I mind that really. If there's some like inflatable obstacle courses that I tend to enjoy, and then I'll do them again. Why not? I thought, what I'll do? I'll do the first lap as normal, and then second lap I'll just record myself going through the gap, going through the courses and stuff. Yeah, rock up at about 10:15, half 10. I think 10:15 actually. I was waiting there a long time. Hung around for a bit, had a look around, see what was up. I was trying to get to like a part of the outside of the course where I can see where you go and stuff, but they had cones out, so no hassle there really. Wish I knew that beforehand though. But yeah, I was hanging around, doing like cinematic views on my phone, sending it to my family WhatsApp group, and also putting that video I uploaded yesterday. So yeah, I was actually hanging around for like 3/4 of an hour, partly recording stuff, taking selfies and shit, uploading on my Instagram story saying, half an hour till lift off or something cheesy and cringy like that. You can tell I'm not proud of that, can't you? 10 to 11 came round, so 10 minutes before I started to actually race. Doing some stretches on my legs, a few stretches on my arms, but mainly my legs. And my dad rocks up, gives me a hug, bless him, wish me luck, cried for a bit, as in like what's going on and where do you go and all that stuff. But basically nonsense to you lot, but oh no. So yeah, I think it was like 2 minutes to made my way to the start line. There was a bloke with a microphone. So there was music blaring in the background. Just giving us a little briefing, being all like, "Oh, take care of yourselves. Run at your own pace." Stuff like that. And that's when he said, with the cones, blue cones on the left, red on the right. Can't be that hard to remember, can it? So yeah, that literally took us about 45 seconds. And then he just goes, 3, 2, 1, go. I start my timer. Off I go. And the first thing you do is you go up like the start mountain. You'll probably know that a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. There's like ropes in like 2/5 and 4/5 across the length of it. The funny thing is, I thought I needed that, but took a couple of steps and I thought, oh, I'm already up. Then you slide down, and then not that long later you get to I got to the crawler. Basically, it's like a dog tunnel. I mean, that was pretty easy, really, for me. And immediately after that, when you do that, so literally 2 courses down already, there's quite a long run. I'm not going to tell you how long it was, because I really couldn't tell you, but, I ran, you had to run to the end, and then there's like a horseshoe, I guess you can call it. There's like a little, like a 180 turn you had to do. Some people were going across that, fucking cheating pricks. I didn't, because I'm sensible and I'm a good boy. Like to differ. Anyway, so I'm going to tell you now, I don't know the obstacles off by heart. I don't know the names of them. I can't tell you which came next every time, but I mean, to be fair, on the there's like a poster. I'll put it on the screen now for you. But there's a poster actually saying what the obstacles are and stuff. But when I was editing the video, yesterday's video, me actually doing the course, it didn't seem to be in that order. So I mean, there's some that I knew what they were. There was a few that were like few pairs that were pretty identical to each other, so you couldn't really tell which was which, to be honest. I think there was the Viper and the Demon, I think, where literally you climb in and there's just teeth. Literally going through a snake's mouth. That's all it is. So yeah, put it this way, don't worry about what the obstacles. No, hunting hell. But yeah, don't worry about what the obstacles are. Literally, as long as you can do it, you're fine. They're not that hard, really. I think it's just really off-putting when you're doing a lot of running. You might need your legs to give you a bit of leverage across certain obstacles, but you'll find out when you get to them, I guess. So yeah, there's a couple of times where you do like a couple of obstacles back to back, and then there's like a long run followed by a 180 turn, and then when you get to the middle of that long straight line, there's a couple of more obstacles. When you do them too, another long run, that sort of thing. So yeah, I know the one before the finish line, or the last one if you're doing your first lap, called the Holy Moly, where you had to go through like a little circle shape, and then there was like inflatable poles hanging out that you had to barge out the way. There's like some tight squeezes, not tight squeezes, but there was gaps to go through, like that sort of thing. So yeah, when I do that one, first lap about to be done, my dad winds me up.
You got to do another one, don't you?
He's a wind-up merchant. Want to fuck off, rightfully so. Then I carry on. So after you do the Holy Moly, or the one that I did, second to last one before the finish line, there's a split. So you have to go straight on if you're about to do your second lap, or you turn left to get to the finish line obstacle. So I went straight on. You get a small water bottle to like hydrate yourself and stuff, obviously. So yeah, when I did my first lap, had some water, got my stopwatch, when I got to the split bit, and it took me. So what I did was I might have like not timed the whole thing fully. So what I did was the time I did for the first lap, and then just doubled it. Yeah, I thought it was that. So I did the whole thing in 36 minutes and 12 seconds, where realistically I did it in 18 minutes and 6 seconds. I knew it was that, and just doubled that time. So because the second lap I didn't really do properly. I did do properly, but I didn't try as hard because I was trying to like film me going through the obstacles. So that's how I got that footage. So yeah, I stopped my watch, 18 minutes and 6 seconds, which is pretty fucking good for me. I must say as well, I didn't actually run the whole thing all the time. I think for the first lap, I jogged more than I walked. But on the second lap, I definitely walked more than I jogged. So, that might have like... To be fair though, especially with things like the crawler, I think I did that quicker. So I was using all my limbs. I got through the crawler distance quicker than I would have jogged it. So, does that mean anything? Probably not. So you had my water bottle, put it in the bin, and went on to do my second lap. So yeah, there's me like mostly walking. Well, I did jog a bit, just to get to it. Yeah, I felt myself going through the crawler, the viper, and literally every other obstacle apart from the swing one. I felt like I needed 2 hands to do that because you're swinging, aren't you? So I think it's the swing shot. Is that what it's called? That's like the one obstacle I didn't recall myself doing. But to be fair, it wasn't even that. It didn't take me that long to do it. I think the distance from one side to the other was like it's something like that. Maybe a bit longer, but I mean, I reckon most people would have just jumped that really if the swing wasn't in the way. But take that as you wish. I think there's times where like duck and dive. That's another one I did with ease. Literally just duck underneath, and you jump over a wall, and you duck under a wall, and you jump over a wall, and that's it. Nothing much more else happened really. Nothing dramatic happened, to be honest. It was just one of them things where you do it your own way, you do it in your own time. Basically, it's not really a race. You don't want to kill yourself when you do it, do you? So yeah, I did all the obstacles pretty fluently. There's one on the web where I got my leg stuck.
They tangled, got out of it.
Pretty much as dramatic as you can get. There's one point where someone decks it and I just laugh at them. I think there's one where... I think it's the one before the Holy Moly, or the one before, where... Yeah, I think it was the one before that. I'll try and demonstrate what I was doing over this certain wall. So pretend this is the wall. I was literally just trying to like fly over that sort of thing, that was really good, wasn't it? Literally just run towards it, and then you literally just... And then you flip over. I would do it, but I don't want to break anything, because, I'm a softie. What was the fucking point of that? So the point where I swung myself over a wall like that, and I proper squid decked it.
Yes, that's how you do it.
There was a point where I thought I was going to kick someone in the face because there was someone right next to me. I think you might be able to see in the video. Yeah, I literally just swing over, nearly kicking someone, and I just proper deck it. I might be on the final one actually. Fuck it, who cares? I nearly killed someone. So yeah, the mole, holy moly. Second to last one before you do the final one. Get that done. My dad's waiting at the finish line, patiently, bless him. Yeah, I thought at that point my legs were going to be absolutely fucking killed. You know what I mean? I thought they were out of it. I predicted that my legs were going to give up at some point before I finished, and they didn't. So it shows how much I worked hard to get to this point. So yeah, I think the finish line was literally just a mixture of each obstacle course. There's a climbing one, and you go down there, and then there's these inflatable poles you have to barge out the way. There's ones where they're hanging from the ceiling, you barge them out the way, all that sort of stuff. And then the very final bit you had to do was climb up a steeper hill. That was the point where, when I was filming myself doing it, I turned my phone off because I thought, turned my camera off because I thought I had to use 2 hands for it. And then I tried, and then I was like, I can actually do it with 1 hand, so I went to press record again.
Alright, stop that.
Just so you can see me finish, because, it's a special moment for me to, I've never done a 5k before, like I said earlier. I've never done anything like this in my life, so it's one of them moments that you'll cherish. So I had to record myself doing it. So then, go up a steep hill. When you get to the top, you can see the checkered black and white sides. So, you've done it. You're there. All you have to do is slide down the hill, and then you've done it. So literally all that was, really. There's a bloke handing out medals.
Don't worry, I didn't forget about you.
Shit, mate.
There's a free juice burst that you could get, but I didn't get it for some reason.
You're a donut! You're so stupid!
I think I was so happy I got a medal and that I actually completed the challenge that I'd completely forgot about juice burst existed. Well, that's my own fault. But yeah, it was just an overall insane experience. I would recommend it, personally. And it's cool for someone who's never done anything like that in their entire life. You know, I've never done a 5k run before. I've never done so many obstacle courses like that ever. The only sort of thing I've done, like, obstacle courses, that sort of things, when you're in, like, a children's playground, you know. And I must confirm that I was doing that when I was about 6, so I was a child at the time. I'm not a nonce. Fuck off. So yeah, I was telling my dad what happened and stuff, what I was doing and everything like that. Mum came up from work, like, several hours after. My grandma rocked up that evening as well, like she normally does on Saturdays. And I just explained to him what I did, you know. So that's pretty much it, really, I think. I got in at about 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Second I got home, had a shower, as you do. Sent me clips of me doing the challenges to my family WhatsApp group, and they reacted like, "Oh my god," and all that stuff. They're very passionate. Oh my god, wasn't it? Oh wow, you nearly kicked someone in the face. Oh my god. Truth be told, I was not as knackered as I thought I was going to be. You know, like I said earlier, I thought I was going to get in there about halfway through the first lap. I didn't think I would make it through one lap. Never mind two. So yeah, it just kind of goes to show how many balls I have, how big they actually are. But you know. So yeah, after I sent them messages to my family WhatsApp, congratulating me and stuff, I had a couple of pictures taken at the 5k sign. Everyone else was doing it, so I beat them, join them. Put on my Insta, changed me pick on me Just Giving page to that, and I went from £30 in total of donations to 140. I gained £110 when I got home. That's just fucking insane. Thank you to all of you that did that. Don't think you're watching this video, but at least you know I thanked you. You know, I messaged them saying thank you anyway, so it's not like I just wait to do this video to actually thank them. So yeah, all that is going to St Leonard's Hospice. I will be donating £36.12 to them because that's how long I did it in minutes and seconds. So, good challenge video, that, isn't it? So I'll take the total to 140 adds 36.12. Yeah, I thought it was that. So a total of, at the time of recording this bit, is £176.12, all going to St Leonard's Hospice. I'm chuffed for that, you know. So I feel chuffed because not only have I done a challenge that I'd never done before and I didn't think I could do, but I've also managed to help out a great cause in the meantime. If you're planning on doing it, do it. Legit, like, I was a bit hesitant to begin with. Of course, I normally would be, but, you know, I managed to find the will to actually sign up. Now I've done it, I'm so glad that I did. So, if you want to do it, go for it. Again, £30 entry fee, but it's doing for fun, you know. I don't know why you have to pay that much to enter it. It's ridiculous, really, now, isn't it? But what if you got £30 to waste and spend it on that? I think the worst part would be, I think, the running. You know, going from one course to another, it was just, if you know me very well, you know that I'm not a natural runner. You know, I don't run very much, not run very often, don't even run far, you know, even if I did go for a run. I mean, if you knew me from, like, 2015, like, I was chubby as fuck. Like, I was definitely like the last person you would expect to do some sort of run for a charity. But, I mean, I know that was like a decade ago, but, you know, it just goes to show how far I've come since then. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I've covered everything. Thank you for watching this video. Hopefully this has helped you if you're wanting to do this as well. Hopefully that's persuaded you enough. My mum did ask me what my favourite part of it was, and I couldn't answer her because I didn't have a favourite moment. I could just say, oh, finishing it, but I couldn't think of an obstacle course that I actually preferred or, you know, I loved more than any other obstacle course. Like, I just didn't really. I think I did them so quickly I didn't really take in how fun it actually was to do. But to be fair, you don't really want to do that, do you? Just pick one obstacle course that you find best out of everything else, you know. I found all of them fun, so no complaints there. And would I do it again? 100%. Thank you for watching this video. If you made it this far, well done if you have. And yeah, thank you so much to everyone else who's donated. It's still not too late to donate if you wish to do so. I'll link a link down below the Just Giving page. And yeah, take it easy.